Ребята, всем привет! Меня зовут Наталья, я путешествую и открываю новые места. Я пробую жить в разных странах, и сейчас я нахожусь в Сербии уже 2 месяца. Сегодня я вам расскажу про 5 основных вещей, которые нужно узнать перед тем, как вы переедете в Сербию. Мы поговорим с вами о том, какое отношение сейчас здесь к русским, насколько вообще здесь мы близки в культуре, в менталитете, в традициях, в праздновании различных праздников, и, как вы видите, елочка здесь не случайно. И также поговорим про то, какой город выбрать, какой район выбрать с точки зрения качества, цены, безопасности. Поговорим про климат, погоду, ну и вообще, насколько здесь комфортно и классно живется. Поможет нам хозяин нашей квартиры, он коренной серб, его зовут Милан. И сейчас вот я уже жду, когда он позвонит в эту дверь. О, а вот и он. Встречаем его. Who's there? Hello! Just a few moments for live filming.
Thank you. Hello. Hi.
Hello!
Здравствуйте. Привет.
Ну что, ребята, с нами наш арендодатель. Хочу сказать, что нам с ним реально повезло. Ну кто бы еще нам купил чайник, гладильную доску принес, посуду. Просто вот все, что мы попросили, вот все, понимаете, вот пришло к нам. И очень классное отношение, которое мы действительно, в котором мы нуждаемся в этой незнакомой пока для нас стране, в которой мы всего 2 месяца. Поэтому представляю вам Милана. Это наш арендодатель. Он при этом прекрасный семьянин. У него прекрасная жена, с которой мы уже познакомились. Была очень вкусная пицца, которую они нам принесли. 2 сыночка. Также Милан очень умный человек. Вот знаете, я таких редко встречала, потому что для меня Форекс и трейдинг – это что-то на космическом. А вот он как раз эксперт в Форексе и в трейдинге. Также Милан закончил духовную семинарию в Белграде, чтобы вы понимали. Получил степень бакалавра православного богослова. Хвала. Вот. И еще очень важный момент. Милан является инженером-программистом. Это еще одна ваша специальность. Твоя, раз уж мы.
Моя.
Твоя. Я буду задавать вопросы на русском. Милан будет отвечать на английском, у вас будут субтитры. Так нам будет всем проще, комфортнее и класснее вам донести всю информацию. Ну что, поехали?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I want to say здравствуйте. Я говорю по русскому языку, но я не говорил русский язык for a few years.
Давно.
Я понимаю все, но меня так, how can I say, it's hard for me to pronounce Russian, so again, I'm so sorry for that. I will understand everything what you wrote in the comments, but and I'm sorry
so
that
don't be rude.
Don't be rude. You will know why later. And I'm so sorry that I'm not able to speak Russian because I love Russian very, very much, and it's kind of similar with me. But this is actually first time that I'm doing this kind of interview, so I'm a little bit nervous, and because of that, I'm not going to respond you on Russian. But as I said to you, я понимаю все.
Поехали. Ну что, первый вопрос, о котором я хотела бы поговорить, это вообще, что заботит всю аудиторию мою, в какой бы стране я ни была, все всегда интересуются, какое отношение к русским. Я рассказывала, как относятся в Турции, в Грузии, в Армении, и вот хочется... Я-то как бы свое мнение уже рассказала и еще раз скажу, что я чувствую себя здесь хорошо, в Сербии, мне здесь очень приятно, но хочется именно из первых уст услышать, как вы относитесь к русским, потому что я слышала истории, что когда только-только русские начали приезжать в Сербию в сентябре 22-го, сербы просто бежали обниматься, незнакомые люди, они очень радовались. Вот расскажи, пожалуйста, как все-таки это с вашей стороны все выглядит?
Well, actually, you did quite well explain how the situation actually was. Yeah, we gladly offered you home here, and basically what we need to know that actually a lot of Serbians, most of the Serbian, we can call them Russophili. We love Russian nation so very much, and our language and the customs are very similar. So yeah, we gladly accepted you and offer you a home here. I remember in that time. I mean, it's kind of difficult subject to talk about, but when everything happened, I remember that a lot of Russian came to Belgrade, not even just in Belgrade, in Serbia at general, but I was kind of happy, because I didn't have the opportunity to talk on Russian and to speak, to actually, have a communication with the Russian people. And to be honest, I love you very much, as I explained. So yeah, the situation was like that. We gladly accepted you. Of course, there was a people that actually used the situation with I'm talking about landlords. To be honest, I mean, I'm one of them, but you will get. I mean, it's a globally thing. You have a good people and bad people. There was a Serbian people that actually used the situation, but I think the most of the Serbia gladly accepted you, and as you said, we hug with each other and we kiss with each other, and we start talking about the different things. So yeah, this situation, I think it's still a good time for Russian people to come to Serbia, because mainly, I mean, in our blood is like, how can I say it? In Serbia blood is that we are Russophili, that we actually love Russian language, Russian culture and everything. So it is still a good time for Russian people to come to Serbia. We will gladly accept you.
Это очень приятно слышать. Спасибо большое. Хочу немножко посвятить ребят в историю нашего знакомства и как раз задать вопрос. Милан проводил огромный кастинг, когда принимал решение, кого пустить в эту квартиру, в которой мы сейчас живем. И хочется спросить, пока этот кастинг шел, там было именно много русских, наверное, да, ребят, удалось ли с ними как-то пообщаться, удалось ли еще какие-то знакомства с русскими завести, или вот так близко только с нами пока общаешься?
I do not have Russian friends here in Serbia, in Belgrade. I have a few friends that actually are working with me, with my program, that we'll explain later, but they are still living in Russia. So we decided to rent this place, and it was kind of a disaster. I mean, the place is new, it's in new building, and I took a pretty good pictures, I think. Yeah,
they were good.
Yeah, so a lot of people called me. And of course, a lot of Russian couple called me, and I didn't expect for in that kind of short time of period to receive so much calls. So, and the next day was actually the disaster. I had so much meetings with the people. I arranged them 15 minutes between the meeting and showing the apartment. And a lot of people actually came, and I was in a kind of bad situation. I mean, good situation for a landlord, but a bad situation if you are like a human like me. I wanted to give apartment to everyone, because the most of the couples was just like you, polite and decent and good kind of people. I decided to write names on the little pieces of paper, and I put these papers in a cup, one huge cup for fruits. I mixed it up, and I let my son to choose the paper, and I said, which name do you choose? That couple is actually going to have the apartment. So basically, he chose you and Nikita, and I think it was a excellent choice. To be honest, it was a hard decision because I didn't want to feel anyone, left by or to asking themselves why I didn't get the apartment. I didn't tell you this, nor you, nor you or Nikita. You were actually in my top 3 choices. Yeah, I'm not going to say which place did you have. I'm not going to say that because of the other people, but you were in my top 3 choices. So basically everything came in pieces, I liked you and the God chose you. I mean, my kid, basically. My kid is not God. So, but yeah, and it's kind of great. Now I think it's fair to say that you're not my tenants. I feel like my friends, and as I told you many times, whatever help you need, you just tell me, and I'm going to finish everything what you need.
Это правда. Мы с Миланом как за каменной стеной. Вот тьфу-тьфу-тьфу, тук-тук-тук. Окей, давай тогда к следующему вопросу. Очень часто ребята перед тем, как принимают решение, куда переезжать, первое, что они узнают, это, точнее, второе уже после отношения к русским, это стоимость жизни в этой стране. И хочется поговорить о том, сколько примерно стоят какие-то определенные группы товаров, потребностей, которые есть в месяц, да, то есть я могу, например, начать с того, что аренда квартиры, если вы не покупаете, да, квартиру, а живете, снимаете, это примерно квартира с одной спальней, кухней, гостиной может стоить там от 500 евро до 700 евро, зависит от района, зависит от, опять же, там, ремонта и каких-то таких показателей. Давай поговорим про то, с чем сталкиваешься ты, сколько на еду тратите, на бензин, на какие-то цены, расходы.
As you said, the rent is depending, actually, is it new building or old building, what type of apartment, how big it is, and everything else. I will correct you. I think that prices is coming from 400 to 800, I think now. I'm not sure. Also, that depending on what part of Belgrade you are. And that is the biggest cost for living in Serbia, renting actually. For the actual costs, for the rest of the cost, I will divide it on the two groups, because you have one group, people that actually is preparing food at home, and you have other type of group that is actually ordering food from deliveries. So basically, I know, I can explain this because I'm on 2 sides actually. I'm cooking, not my wife. But I don't have much time to cook very often. So sometimes we order, sometimes we cook. I know the prices, not precisely, but I basically know them. For example, if you have a 3-person in apartment and you want to eat, one portion, one delivery for food, it's going to be around 1500 dinarov. That's per one meal, per one meal. But in the same time, if you don't want delivery, if you want to prepare a meal for yourself, which I think that is a better choice, I will explain why. I think the cost will be per meal. It's going to be around 800 dinars, 800 dinarov. So that is actually almost 2 times lower. So that is going to be your actual cost, and that is a better solution because everywhere in Belgrade you have a lot of markets and a lot of stores that you actually can buy groceries or meat or something like that, and it's going to be a good quality because a lot of groceries here are actually homemade groceries. So basically you will get the low cost and better quality. And you are going to prepare your food yourself. Also, with the rent, you need to pay community bills, like water, like electricity, internet and TV. And that price is also depending of which part of the Belgrade are you in, or also depending how big package of internet for example the actual landlord having. So that is going. I think the cost for that is around from 70 euros to 150 euros. Again, depending of a lot of different stuff, but I think the line is between that two actually. So, and if you drive here, 1 liter of diesel, for example, it's costing 200 dinarov, and 1 liter of gasoline, benzene, costs a little bit less, 10 dinars less, I think. And also, if you are driving, you need to pay a parking, and the parking is like 4 to 5 dinars per 1 hour.
Извини, пожалуйста. Ребят, напишите, пожалуйста, какие сейчас цены в России в комментариях. Просто интересно сравнить, потому что, например, в Грузии бензин был очень дорогой. Давайте сравним, насколько для нас это дорого по сравнению с Россией и Сербией. Так что жду ваши комментарии.
Yeah, we can compare the actual prices in Russia and Serbia. So that is kind of cost that you have, and also Belgrade is. I will take the Belgrade for example, because we are in Belgrade right now. The Belgrade is actually a pretty huge town, and you have all different types of restaurants, shops, and everything. So basically, the cost of living, of clothing, for example, it's actually depending of what do you want. Do you want a brand clothes? Do you want some cheaper one? Do you buy like normal stuff, cups, or I don't know, glasses with the Chinese or with some official stores and everything? So that cost is actually depending of how actually you are. What are your choices?
Я здесь добавлю, что еще раз подчеркну, что сэкономить можно, покупая продукты на рынке, как Милан сказал, а также покупая какие-то вещи в китайских магазинах, потому что это реально тема. Вот эта елка, она из китайского магазина, и стоила она гораздо дешевле, чем елки в торговых центрах, чем елки в каких-то близлежащих маленьких магазинчиках, и также какие-то хозяйственные вещи тоже можно покупать там, это все супер выгодно. Можем немножко пройтись по ценам на буквально какие-то основные категории продуктов: яйца, хлеб, мясо.
Yeah, I think for 1 kilo of pork meat, I think the price is between 400 and 500 dinars, 500 dinars, we can say. For 1 bottle of beer, for example, beer here is cheap. I mean, you have expensive beer, but like normal domestic beer is like 60 to 70 dinars. 10 eggs is going to cost you between 150 dinarov to US 13 dinarov, basically, yeah. So, and I don't know, salt is not kind of expensive, sugar is not, coffee is not, tea is not, so...
О ценах мы поговорили, давай поговорим, где лучше всего жить в Сербии, в каком городе, в каком районе, с точки зрения цена-качество, да, с точки зрения цен на аренду, на покупку недвижимости, безопасности этих городов и районов, ну и вообще комфорта для жизни.
Okay. Well, first of all, in Serbia you have all types of different choices. Where do you want to live? For example, I think the most popular are Belgrade and Novi-Sad, but I think Niš is very good also. I think Kragujevac is actually also pretty good. No, I actually do not know how much rent is in that towns. I know how much is in Belgrade. I think that it's going to cost you a little bit lower in Novi-Sad, for example. And Novi-Sad is actually kind of good choice because it's a smaller town, and people there are kind of different behaving like in Belgrade, because it's a smaller town, so everything what they do more slowly, and here in Belgrade, because you have all the every day you have rush and everything, so we are faster here, but I think Novi Sad is actually a pretty good choice, and historically and culturally you will find a lot of attractions there, and also they have a good restaurant, domestic and foreign one. So Novi-Sad is actually kind of good. Here in Belgrade, if we talk about safety, I think that in general we can say that Serbia is actually safe country. Again, globally you have bad peoples and good peoples, but I think that here in Belgrade or in Serbia in general, you will not have security problems so much often. I mean, of course, maybe you will, stamp on a bad taxi driver who will actually charge you more. Maybe you will take your phone for repairings to some guy who will actually take advantage of the situation. But in general, it's kind of safe, especially when you say that you are a Russian fellow or a lady. They will, I think that Serbia is going to be a pretty safe place for you. We don't have much conflicts here. So of course, Belgrade is a huge city, so on a daily basis, especially in the traffic, you will see some fights or arguing or something like that. But I think that kind of thing is normal in a huge cities. I think that, we have a 2.5 million people live here in Belgrade, so it's kind of normal that times you see some fight, or in the grocery shops or in the market or something like that. It's kind of normal to have, but I think that no one is going to attack you if you don't be rude. If you be rude, of course, people are going to defend themselves, and maybe they will, be more aggressive. But I think that it's pretty safe to say that no one is going to attack you here in Serbia, and especially if you are Russian. So Serbia, it's so far is a safe place to live.
Какой район ты порекомендуешь в Белграде для жизни?
That is kind of hard for answering because you have different types of persons. One person loves that, one person loves this. I will recommend, part where we are, actually Звездара. Yeah, because it's kind of quieter here. You don't have a lot of noise, you don't have so much people, and you are near center, like 3 kilometers from the center, 5, maybe, I'm not sure, but I think
20 минут на трамвае, и мы в центре.
Да. But also one of the most popular parts here in Belgrade now, it's Belgrade on water, or Belgrad na vodi. That is most popular one because it's a new style of Belgrade, and everything there is new, and you have a lot of restaurants there, and actually people who buy apartments there, they are basically rich people. So you have a sports car, you have a luxury car, you have a luxury stores, you have that biggest shopping mall, Galleria. So if you are in that kind of person that you love attention and you love that kind of lifestyle, I think Belgrade on water, great choice for you. Also, you can live on Senjak, on Dedinje. Vratchar is also on the price. Vratchar is quiet, and Vratchar has a big history, and most people from Belgrade are actually live from Vratchar. That is kind of thing here, that if you are not from Vratchar, you are not actually from Belgrade, or if you are not from the old part of the Belgrade, you're not from Belgrade, but that's between us Serbians.
Район на район.
Район to, yeah. The Vratchar is very popular, and it's very popular for people from Montenegro, because people from Montenegro, if they want to buy apartment here in Serbia, they will only choose Vratchar. I don't know why is that, but it's kind of thing. So if you want to have more knowledge about the old Belgrade and the history of the Belgrade, you will choose the old Belgrade, Starý Belgrad, basically Dorčol and that whole part. But on Dorčol, I need to be honest, and people are going to hate me, on Dorčol it is not very safe to be, because Dorčol have small streets and have completely different spirit of Belgrade. So people there are, how can I say, kind of different than in the rest of part of Belgrade. Also, you have New Belgrade that is actually quite well because the streets are very big, and you don't have traffic jams so often. You have only on highway, but on the main streets or normal current streets, you don't have traffic jams. So it's a good, if you are driving, it's a good thing to live in New Belgrade. And New Belgrade is kind of separate thing than the Belgrade. It also have a special spirit, and the buildings there are newer ones, and the lifestyle is like a modern one. So if you are in IT sector, you have a lot of companies there. Probably I will choose New Belgrade for a living, because it is kind of great, and the people there are actually a little bit younger than the people from old Belgrade, for example, or on Vratchar or Zvesdara, basically. So yeah, depending what type of people are you and what you actually need. Are you a family guy, or you are an IT guy and you want to be close to the IT companies and to the IT neighbors that you can actually speak, or you're an influencer and you are speaking with cybersecurity officer. So, yeah.
Супер, спасибо большое, это будет точно очень полезно ребятам. Если вы уже в Сербии, напишите, пожалуйста, в комментариях, в каком районе вы живете и как вам этот район. Давайте пообсуждаем это все вместе. Пожалуйста, расскажи, тоже очень важный вопрос, про климат в Сербии, про погоду, потому что, поделюсь, может быть, ты не знаешь, русские ребята обычно тяготеют к морю, к теплу. Очень много ребят, кто сейчас в Таиланде, на Бали. И из Турции сейчас многие поехали, потому что там ВНЖ больше не дают. Вот. Но в целом тенденция всегда была такая, что люди наши любят море. Поэтому им важно будет узнать, насколько здесь вообще тепло, купаются тут или нет, и вот это все.
On summer times, you can actually get hot here, and that's kind of good thing, because, if you want to go to swim, you don't want to have, cold weather, to be precise. We do not actually have much rain on summertime. I think that the rain is most common in fall or springtime. On the summer, we do not have a lot of rain. That is actually a good thing. And the winters are cold. Yeah, they are cold.
But not so cold as like in Finland.
No, not that kind of
in
cold.
Russia.
Yeah, not that kind of cold. But you will get probably minus 15 degrees almost all the January, February.
But not in Belgrade.
No, in Belgrade you can, you will get that kind of temperature low, but you cannot feel it, because the Belgrade, you have a lot of cars outside, you have the lot of people actually, and the buildings are basically new. Most of the buildings are new, so you will not have the feeling that it's that kind of cold because all of that. But if you go outside of the Belgrade, also the air in the Belgrade is kind of different, because of the lot of industry and the people and the cars and everything. When you go outside of the Belgrade, you will actually feel how actual winter is, how actually cold it is. So on the summertime, you have 20 to 30, 35 degrees in Celsius. And
that's hot.
Yeah, that's hot. And actually, previously 2 or 3 years, we didn't have much snow. That kind of sucked, because I love snow.
Me too.
Yeah. It was late kind of snow, like in end of the February and the March. So, and it wasn't stick like 2 days maybe, and it kind of sucked. So I hope this year it's going to be a kind of different, because
fingers crossed for the
snow
in Serbia.
I want to play with my kid like a proper way, go
make
snowing.
snowmen, snowballs.
Last year, actually,
Sure.
when was snowing, we was in this apartment, And I have one picture, we got my son just in front of the building on that part, just for picturing, but the snow was so awful, you cannot even, do anything. So yeah, I hope for a snow this year. When I was a kid, snow period was starting from November and last till February, But now it's kind of different. I don't know why, but it's kind of different now. But it's not a warm winter, it's cold winter. Remember that. You need to have a
warm
winter
clothes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Shoes also, you need to have a warm shoes. That is, like my advice to you.
Ну что, ребят, я вам уже рассказала в начале видео, какой Милан умный, а сейчас он поделится своим продуктом и теми сервисами, которые он оказывает. Это все для той аудитории, которая хочет себя попробовать в трейдинге на бирже Форекса. Здесь вам помогут профессионально. Я ручаюсь за компанию Милана, за его продукт. А чтобы вам было проще начать и приятнее, скидка от меня по промокоду Наталья. Заходите в профиль компании Милана, пишите, получайте скидку и начинайте свою богатую жизнь. Милан, тебе слово.
Живели.
Живели.
Since 2016, I'm certified Forex, not only Forex, but I'm certified trader. But I do mostly Forex, stock, and nowadays crypto trading, and I'm kind of expert of that subject. What you need to know if you want to earn with Forex and you don't know the right strategy, you don't have a lot of money, or you are experienced trader but you don't want to sit in front of the screen, we have solution for you. I know what the suffer of a trader, most of the traders are. If you are a beginner trader, you will need some capital. And if you don't have some capital, you will get afraid that you're going to lose. You will lose your discipline. You will lose your strategy with the time. And also, if you are an experienced trader, you will lose the patience for sitting in front of the screen all day and looking at the charts and comparing and searching for a position. So basically, my programs are dealing with that kind of problems. Programs do not have emotions. They don't get tired. They need to work on a strategy that I coded. So they actually resolve all the problems what the what the traders actually have when they trade. So program is not afraid to lose money. For him, it's just a number. If he's not in the code, he will not have the fear to lose the money. And basically, I did what I do in my strategy when I trade. I actually put that in the computer, in a program, and program is actually doing what I will do. We decided to promote our programs because we believe that everyone needs a chance to try to earn some money on trading, and our expert advisor will actually help them. And because we know that most people have a problem with the lack of the capital, we decided not to charge too much for our programs, so it's going to be a low price. And we also share every result on Instagram, on Telegram. If was profitable trade, we share that. If was not, if was a losing trade, we share that. We are not hiding anything. So, and we show performance for 1 year, for 1 month, for 1 day, for 1 week. Whenever someone asks us how it was in May, for example, I can actually give my statement how my program actually work, and he can compare them.
И мы неспроста тут сели под елочкой, потому что у меня подготовлен для тебя специальный вопрос. Я хотела спросить, насколько близка культура Сербии, отмечаете ли вы те же праздники, что и мы, насколько мы с вами близки, да, сербы, русские, в менталитете, в вере. Вот это тоже важно, опять же, с точки зрения адаптации людей на новом месте, потому что, спойлер, мы очень близки, и елочка тоже актуальна для Милана. Вот, поэтому please tell me.
Well, never-ending question. Are Serbian and Russian similar? Yes, of course they are. First of all, we need to look into the history, and if we look into the history, we will see the lot of connection between Russia and Serbia, not only in a political way, but in a way of religion, in a way of language, because our language is pretty similar. I think that if I say something on Serbian, that you will actually understand me what I'm saying, and because of that, I'm mad of myself why I'm not speaking, why I speak English. So basically, yeah, we have the similar language, we have the similar holidays, we use the same calendar for church holidays. So for important dates and everything, basically vi slavljajca rođenje, Rождество, slavim Božić. Basically the same day and the same event we are celebrating the birth of the Jesus Christ, rođenje našega spasitelja Isusa Hrista. You also have, I think, pravoslavlja Novi God. We call it here Serbian New Year.
Старый Новый год.
Yeah, you say Starый Novi God. Yeah, in Serbia we say Serbian New Year, Serbska Nova Godina. So basically, yeah, we are kind of similar. And I told you when I met you, if you go in the street and you learn some Serbian phrases, no one is going to tell the difference between you and normal girl from Serbia. Of course, there is a difference, but it's not that kind of huge difference. I think that we have more things in common than things in difference. So that is actually one of the reasons why Russian people need to come to Serbia, because you will understand everything on the street. Ako počnem da pričam sad na srpskom jeziku, vi ćete sve to razumeti. So basically, that's it. I mean, you will understand everything.
I didn't understand what you say.
If I start speaking on Serbian, you will understand everything. But there is some kind of difference. For example, on Russian, you say napravo. That means actually on the right.
Don't say you say on the left, nalevo,
no, napravo. When we say napravo, we in Serbia we mean straight ahead. Yeah. When you say
проблема.
When you say napravo, it actually means on the right, but in Serbia it's straight.
Я не буду водить в Сербию, потому что все, уеду еще куда-нибудь.
And also, you're saying понимаешь.
Разумеешь.
So that is kind of, you know, but if you say in Serbia понимаешь, every Serbian people will understand what you, because we are learning Russian from elementary school, basically. And, you know, it's kind of the same. Zemlja, you say земля. Grad, город.
Поэтому с прекрасным чувством вот этого единства поздравляю с наступающим Новым годом, с наступающими всеми праздниками тебя, твою семью, всех наших ребят, которые это смотрят. Пожалуйста, пишите, делитесь своими комментариями, задавайте вопросы, мы на все обязательно ответим. Если вас интересует Сербия, вообще всех очень ждем, приезжайте, Новый год тут просто волшебный, все это уже в воздухе, все это уже у нас дома. Вот, поэтому с наступающими праздниками, хвала for this interview. Спасибо большое, было очень приятно. Ура! И как вы там говорите, я опять забыла. Что там?
Живели.
Живели. Hey! Happy New Year!